Hello guys, again we'll discuss about the USCMA 15 unit 15 cost and variance measure. Okay, so questions is saying us that the standard cost systems is often, that means patak. So standard cost system is often used in variance analysis. Yeah, standard cost systems is often used in the variance analysis. Variance analysis because the standard cost, why, what's the reason it's often used in the variance analysis. So what the reason is, so because the standard cost include past influence and excluded expected future change. Yes, it could be the correct answer, but you have to go for the down one also. Include past influence and take into the account expected future change. No, it's not talking about the change, but it is expected the future value is true. Expected expenditure, yeah, how much it will come, that exactly that one. Second one is C1 is saying that exclude past influences. Yeah, exclude the past influence, that means remove, exclude expected future changes. Yeah, it is doing that. No, definitely it is not, because it's taking on the past basis of the experience. Manager always a standard cost is preparing on the basis of the past experience and forecasted. So C could never be the answer. And exclude past influences and take into the account future. No, when it's saying that it's not including the past, removing the past information, it never be. So here we have a two, A and B. From the A and B we have to be choose. So B, I already told you that B is not a correct answer. So A is B the correct answer, because B, why not B is the correct answer, because in the B saying is include past influences and take into account expected future exchanges. No, it's not talking about the particular account, but it is just talking about the particular productive activities level. So A is the correct answer. So let me click on the A. So first of all we will go for the questions. What is saying? Standard cost systems is often used in variance analysis because standard cost, click, oh sorry, A is not an answer. So A is not a correct answer, so we will be study again why it is not a correct. Standard cost do not take into account past influences, include past influences and exclude future expected future. Sit, I read it like as not exclude, include, I think. Oh, sit. Okay, that's why it is not a. So standard cost do not take into account past influences, okay, and they do not consider future change in the an expectation. Future expectation, it will not be the change, but it will fix. No, yeah, it will fix this much, and you expect that this much it will come. So here just saying that the standard costing systems is often used in variance analysis because a standard cost in past influence. A is saying your answer is a include past influences and exclude future expected future changes. No, it is not a correct answer. Why it is not a correct answer? He is saying that the standard cost do not take into account past influences, yeah, in inefficiencies. It is not taking in the past efficiencies. He is saying the standard cost do not take into past inefficiencies, and they do consider future change and expectations. Yes, they do consider. The standard costing is always considering future changes and expectation. Okay, but standard cost do not take into account past inefficiencies. So B could be the correct answer. No, include past inefficiencies and take into account expected future changes. No, if it is saying in the questions A is the answer, in excellent description is saying that the standard cost do not take into the past inefficiencies, so it means that definitely B could also not be the answer, because B is saying that they include past inefficiencies. Here was also the include past inefficiencies, so B is also not the correct answer, but we'll click there. to understand. B is also not a correct answer. So B is saying that the standard cost do not take into account expected future changes. Account expected future changes do not, but they do not include the past influences. Same, yeah, okay. Yes, standard cost do not take into the past expected future changes. Okay, so you understood that. And C, exclude past inefficiencies. Okay, and exclude future expected future changes. No, C is also not a correct answer in my opinion, because exclude past inefficiencies means there is not past data is including. And yeah, and exclude expected future changes. Yeah, exclude is a no, it could not have been exclude the future expected, but we'll click to understand it first. What is the reason why it is not a correct answer? So when you click, so standard cost do not include past inefficiencies. Yes, it is it was already talking about the excluded. Yeah, but they do not include future changes. Yes, it is also, because I had a reason that for the excluded future changes, so that is why it is not a correct answer. And D is the last one, why it is a correct answer. So we will also see that. So D is saying that exclude past inefficiencies. Yeah, exclude, yeah, which because in the A and B was a include, so include was not taking. And C, D is, you see that this thing that the exclude past inefficiencies is excluded, and the take into account expected future changes. Take into account expected future changes. Yes, it is take into the account expected future changes. B could be the correct answer if in the B this sentence was used excluded past inefficiencies, but there in the B in the first line there is used include past inefficiencies. That's why it was not a correct. So exclude past inefficiencies, and the last sentences of the B option is saying that take into account expected future changes. Yeah, take into the account expected future changes. So D is a correct answer. So and this way, so you can understand the standard cost analysis. Standard cost systems is often used in variance analysis because standard cost exclude past inefficiencies. Yeah, exclude past